What's going on YouTube? Tasco CFB here. I know I was supposed to do my second mock draft in about a week, but I had some extra time. Bunch of crazy free agency moves going on, so everything's changed. Literally almost everything pick wise has changed. So I'll just get into it and then you'll see. I'll talk along, let you guys know what's been updated. First thing, Bears have traded quarterback Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to be going with Caleb Williams. It's all locked up now. That's confirmed. Number two, I think the Washington Commanders will still stick with the quarterback out of LSU, Jaden Daniels. Cliff Kingsbury being the offensive coordinator just makes sense having his skill set be with that team. Number three, Drake May is going to be going to the New England Patriots. And now one thing I wanted to add, Pro Football Focus, to pause and make a trade, you have to subscribe to PFF Plus, which if you can see costs $9.99 a month. And I'm not paying $9.99 a month to trade it in a mock draft simulator. I'm just going to do it on my own. So recently, the Minnesota Vikings traded for pick number 23 from the Cleveland Browns. I think they're going to package that pick in a deal and trade it up to number 4. Why? The Minnesota Vikings will be trading pick 11 and pick 23 to get their future quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. In this case, it says it's going to Arizona, but I'm going to edit it so that way on YouTube it shows that it's going to Minnesota. So JJ to Minnesota at pick 4. I think they're going to make the jump, so that way they're worried about the New York Giants getting them at pick 6. They're just going to make the jump, secure their guy at pick 4. Now the Chargers, I think they're going to go with Maserati Marv. They did lose Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen was traded to the Chicago Bears for a 4th-round pick. Mike Williams just signed 10 minutes before I started recording this video to the New York Jets, which will impact their pick up here at pick 10. But I think the Chargers are going to go with Maserati Marv. Missing out on JJ, New York Giants are going to want to beef up the offensive line for Daniel Jones for this season, so they're going to go with Joe Alt. Great pick. Probably the best offensive lineman in the entire class here. The Titans, I think that the Titans are going to beef up the offensive line as well. I think they're going to go with Olu Fashanu, if I can find him here. Could have been a top 10 pick last year, but just came back to the college league again. But he's going to find himself going 7 to the Tennessee Titans. And the Atlanta Falcons, they got Kirk Cousins in free agency. I think the offense is good. They want to get the defense shored up. I think they're going to go with the best edge in the class. Dallas Turner absolutely killed the combine. Crazy speed off the edge is going to be perfect for the Atlanta Falcons defense. Now I think the Bears at 9, they did get Keenan Allen. I think they want to go with another wide receiver. I think they're going to go with Malik Neighbors. He's got that speed. I think he's going to be a perfect weapon for the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams, their future quarterback. Now the New York Jets, they did just sign Mike Williams. I did originally have them going with Roma Dunes. Here I think that changes. I think they're going to get Brock Bowers, best tight end in the class. Crazy good tight end, great receiver. He's decent at blocking. He's like 240, so he needs to put on a little bit of weight to be a better blocker. But great option for the Jets there. Now 11, this would be the original. After the trade, this will be the first pick for the Arizona Cardinals, getting pick 11, and then also getting pick 23 later in the draft. So I have the Arizona Cardinals here. Who do I have them getting? I think they're going to go with Roma Dunes. They're going to roam with Dunes, the wide receiver weapon, to give Kyler Murray another option. He's going to be a good fit for the Arizona Cardinals. Then I got the Denver Broncos. They could get a quarterback here. I don't know. Everyone's kind of reaching. I think they're going to chill out and wait till the second round. I think they're going to get a corner, the best corner in the draft, Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo. Now the Las Vegas Raiders, Oakland Raiders could also get a quarterback here, whether it's Penix or Bo Nix. I think that they're going to ride it out, though. I think that they're going to want to get an offensive tackle. I think it's going to be Tyrese Fuaga out of Oregon State, secure up the offensive line. Then we're going to find ourselves with the New Orleans Saints. I think the New Orleans Saints also need an offensive lineman as well. I think it's going to be J.C. Latham, the Alabama boy. They want someone SEC ready, translate well to the NFL. Help Derek Carr get a few more passes out without being hit and injured, because he had a lot of injuries last season. So I think J.C. Latham will be the answer there. Now 15, I think the Colts need a DB as well. I think they're going to go with Terrion Arnold out of Alabama, another Alabama boy, hearing his name called. We're going to find ourselves with the Seattle Seahawks at 16. They did just get offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb this past offseason, so I think they're going to want to get another Washington player. Troy Fatano, he's listed as a tackle, but he's going to be best at offensive guard. Now Jacksonville Jaguars, they're on the clock. They do need some DB help. I don't think it's Cooper DeJean. I think they're going to go with the speed weapon, Nate Wiggins. He's a little wiry. He's not that big, but I think that's not really what they're looking for at corner. I think they just want someone who can cover, stick to their man. Nate Wiggins will be that guy. Now the Cincinnati Bengals, they did just sign Mike Gesicki in free agency, so they don't need as much of tight end help as they were before in my previous mock draft, where they ended up getting Brock Bowers. I think that the Cincinnati Bengals will be ending up and getting, I think they're going to go with the Marius Mims, the tackle out of Georgia. Marius Mims had a really great combine. He's going to help shore up the offensive line in Cincinnati and protect Joe Burrow. Last season he did have an ankle injury, which, kind of slowed him down a few weeks, so hopefully he can have a fully healthy season and they can make a playoff push deep into the season this year. Now, Los Angeles Rams, they did just lose Aaron Donald to retirement. They could get Byron Murphy or Jerzon Newton to replace him. I don't think that's the move, though. I think that they're going to go and get Jared Verse out of Florida State, pure edge pass rusher, good speed. He'll help out the D-line, not in the same position that Aaron Donald played, but I think it's something that the Los Angeles Rams could use and then possibly get a D-lineman in the second round. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they did get Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, little 2-quarterback system there going on. Not sure what the plan is. They said that Russ will be named starter, but if I was the coach, I'd want everyone competing for every position, regardless if it was quarterback or water boy. But that's not how Mike Tomlin's doing it. But I do think the Steelers, they're going to be going out and getting an offensive tackle to help out whatever quarterback it is. I think it's going to be Tyler Guyton at Oklahoma. Now, the Miami Dolphins, I think they do need some offensive line help as well. He's listed as a tackle, but he'll definitely be moved inside to guard or center. It's going to be Grant Barton out of Duke. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they're going to add Cooper DeJean. He can play all over the defense, corner, safety, nickel, whatever you need. He's going to be their option. Now, this is going to be the second pick of the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be the second pick traded to them from the Minnesota Vikings. I think that the Arizona Cardinals need to shore up the defensive line as well. I think they're going to get a pure edge rusher, pass rusher, and Laiatu Latu. He had a career-ending injury at UW, medically cleared to play, transferred to UCLA, and did great, got a bunch of sacks. He is a little bit older than everyone in the class due to him, medically retiring and then coming back. But I think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to be okay with that, and they're going to make the pick there at 23. Now, at 24, the Dallas Cowboys need some help on the offensive line as well. They're going to go with Jackson Powers Johnson to secure up the center spot. Did lose Tyron Smith to free agency, but they're going to look for a center there and then rebuild elsewhere when they can. Now, the Green Bay Packers, I think that they're going to go. With Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think that they could use another defensive back. That they usually draft defense in the first round, so there's going to be no surprise there. Could move to safety if needed, but he's probably going to be best at corner. He's got some great speed. And then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to want to address the edge. I think they could go. Where is he? I'm looking for Chop. Where's Chop? Chop Robinson out of Penn State. Good edge rusher. Can get to the quarterback. Pair up well with their third-round pick from last year. His name's spacing me, but he's a beast. It's like Yaya something. He's a freak. So that'll be a good pairing right there. And then this will be the final pick of the Arizona Cardinals' 3 first-round picks. I think they're going to go with Byron Murphy, the best defensive lineman interior-wise in the class, to help, pair up with Laiatu Latu. That way they have a good, run-stopping threat and a good pass-rushing threat to get to the quarterback or the running back on whatever situation necessary on defense. Now, the Bills find themselves, they did lose Gabe Davis. I think they're going to get a wide receiver replacement. I think it's going to be Brian Thomas Jr. Speed and size will be perfect for that offense. Now, the Detroit Lions, I think they're going to go with the Big Ten boy, the defensive lineman, Jerzon Newton. He'll be a good fit. Dan Campbell will love that type of, Big Ten grit in his team. And just, perfect perfect player for the Detroit Lions. Now at 30, I think that the Baltimore Ravens are going to want an offensive tackle. Sure up the line. I think they're going to go with Jordan Morgan out of Arizona. And then 31 as well. The San Francisco 49ers are going to want to go with Kingsley Suamataia, however you said that name. I just call him Big K. And then finally, the Super Bowl champ, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver out of Texas, A.D. Mitchell. Could have gone Xavier Worthy for the pure speed. Pure speed, but I think he's just too small, man. He's like 160 something. He's just too small. They need a bigger guy. A.D. Mitchell will be the perfect option. And that is my 1 week update to the NFL draft. Oh, wait. Get it here. I'll zoom out so you can see it a little better. There we go. And then just remember, I'll edit it so you guys see. This pick is not to the Cardinals. That's to the Vikings. This pick is not to the Vikings. That's to the Cardinals. And this pick is not to the Vikings. That's to the Cardinals. So that is my updated mock draft as of March 19th. Thanks for tuning in. You guys will see me next week, and I might do a 2-rounder. You never know. We'll see.